people are coming to town and checking us out for possibly relocation to our area, either downtown or otherwise.
They are, and we usually get between 1 to 2 prospects a week that come in, look around. Now they don't always come and stick around, and they kind of look around, sniff around. What we found with some of these businesses, they'll come and sniff around and look at 3 or 4 different buildings, and then we'll see them again in another 2 or 3 months, and maybe they buy something or they want more information.
Do we have a pretty good number of buildings that are available if somebody's looking, in spots around town?
We have some great locations. Now downtown is getting a little bit more sparse about what's available because stuff is starting to sell pretty quickly.
Now, are these people that just contact you out of the blue, or are they people that you've talked to before? I know you're recruiting and busy with that kind of stuff.
It's a mix. Some of the people are from out of town who are looking to come to this town. Like we have a group from Greenville, I think, that will be in downtown pretty soon, and a lot of them are locals too that decide to open up a business. So I'd say it's probably split in thirds of. The locals, people who kind of find us on their own, and then also the recruitment efforts that we do.
Are they always all food places and restaurants, or they're just a variety of different interests that they're in?
I'd say probably mainly restaurants, but we also get some retailers, and we also get some office spaces that are looking into downtown also from time to time, but not as much. So we want retail and dining more than the offices.
Is it because of what we got with the downtown square and everything? It's just more attractive to somebody that's in the food business or in other businesses?
It is. I think that the word is getting out about Sulphur Springs, and of course we're about to do a wayfinding system from the interstate to downtown, and we have the billboards kind of marketing the dining district. There's a clustering effect too. So suppose that we have, we'll say 20 places to eat at downtown. Somebody from Paris or Greenville, they might ask their friend, hey, do you want to go out to eat? And they say, yeah. And they say, where? The answer is Sulphur Springs. The next question is, we're at Sulphur Springs. And the answer is, I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. There's tons of options. So that's the clustering effect of it all. That makes us a destination for people who are looking for a good place to eat.
How does it work when you go to conventions and things, or you go on a recruiting trip? What specifically are you looking for?
Well, so I mainly look for dining and retail is what I'm looking for. And the conferences are more of a shotgun approach that we have more developers who do large projects, maybe not like a strip center, but kind of like that, just a larger area. And they have contacts with the restaurants and that sort of stuff. Now, whenever it's not a conference and I go visit other towns, I go from door to door of places that have a higher review on Yelp or TripAdvisor or something like that, and go in and let them know that we'd be happy to, we would love to talk to them if they're looking to expand.
I know years ago, long before your position was created and everything, Mark Maxwell, used to go be in a town and see something that looked interesting, and he thought, wow, wouldn't that be great to have them? And he kind of just goes in and has a conversation, to gauge interest and that sort of thing. That's kind of the way it works.
Right, and then you do the follow-ups and everything else, and you wait for them to tell you no 3 or 4 times before you finally give up, and you reapproach them in another year.
So basically, somebody's coming in, they're looking at buildings. What other kind of things are they checking out?
The other businesses in town, not just from a competitive point of view, but also from is it something that will go well with what they have and what they envision for themselves. A lot of high quality businesses want to be next to other high quality businesses, and so we get a lot of that. Then looking at what is in town for that reason.
Is there any other city that you bump into everywhere you go that's out there pushing like you are?
No, not really. I'm kind of surprised by that. I mean, there's a little bit of recruitment effort. Like a lot of cities will send out like a brochure or something to a business that they like, but that's it. They won't go and talk to them in person. And but that personal contact is a huge thing in sales. And really one of the big selling points that we have right now with the restaurants, and all of them love it in these other towns, is that we have that grease trap that all the restaurants can tap into downtown. There's not a charge to do that, and we clean it out and everything else. And so that's a pretty big thing for a lot of restaurants. And so I think it's not just financially though, but the foresight that the council and city manager had on that I think it's impressive to some of these businesses because you don't see that in all these other towns that are also trying to grow. Yesterday I was recruiting out in Deep Ellum area, and there's a restaurant there that usually takes about a week or two or even up to a month for them to decide to come out here, and we have to keep on talking to them, almost begging them to come out, but they to take a look. Now once they get out here they love it, but these people are coming out today. Just less than 24 hours ago we were talking to them, and they're very excited about taking the trip out here and looking around, and seem to be pretty serious, so I think something might happen there.
Yeah, then, you just, as you drive down Connolly Street, I think there are all kinds of plans already for a lot of those buildings. They just, they're in progress right now, and once the buildings are ready, things are gonna start opening up. So.
I
And
think,
Maine too, all around downtown.
as we're sitting, talking about Connolly Street, I think right now we have four restaurants that are planning to open this year. Over there we have taco and beer place, and we got a potato house, San Remo's, and then a Tex-Mex, an authentic Tex-Mex place, and that should be on Connolly Street by the end of 2015. Probably, I'm hoping within 6 months. That's what I tell people, but it might be sooner, it might be a little bit later.